congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the Detroit Lions versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jackson's throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run out of the gun with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
From the 17, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here's Swift. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But first down, Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football. He's
going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 43 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, a 5-yard touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 33 yards that time. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right?
Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have yet again retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jackson. A quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Jackson. Nifty move. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a second down run with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Swift going to try up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense set to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson now.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw again.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Pascal, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Looking to throw. And that's complete to Sanders.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson finding Williams once more, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Block right. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Jackson on first down. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and goal, Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But